enough. The killing of Hausa people is also enough. You will see that all those people that are occupying the political positions are not Hausa. Well, it is Hausa people that took them to that position. So that is why we are saying to the world, to the Nigerian politicians, anybody that is not going to take Hausa people to the consideration, ranging from giving them position in politics and other positions, Hausa people are not going to vote that person. We are not going to vote for that person. So Hausa people need to be given very good consideration. You can see that all these people here, cameraman, take all these people. Discover them. All of them are Hausa people. All of them are the mother. If it is time for what can you see that those people who are occupying political positions who are not Hausa by birth are the ones that will come and bring their sons and daughters to contest in our own Hausa land. So that is why we stand up and say that we are no longer going to fold our hands and keep just looking at those people enjoying the blessing that Allah Almighty God has endowed us with in Hausa land. So, short and precisely, I'm trying to tell you that any politician that doesn't want to go along with the Hausa people is not going to succeed. Any politician, whoever the person is, we have made our people to make their mind that they are only going to vote the Hausa person or somebody that is going to help Hausa people.
Well, clearly, the concerns are mounting across parts of northern Nigeria following a wave of protests by Hausa youth groups and community leaders, driven by worsening insecurity, banditry, and deadly attacks on rural communities, in what many observers describe as a significant shift. Some of these protests are also reflecting growing tensions within the long-standing Hausa-Fulani relationship, with calls for political realignment and stronger protection for affected communities. Well, joining us now from our Kano studio to discuss these developments is Jibril Ismail, is the chairman, Voice of Indigenous Hausa. Good morning and thank you for joining us on the program today.
Good morning, sir.
So, could you tell us, what is this all about, really?
Well, what we are asking for is Hausa people are the ones who have are the most populous ethnic group in Nigeria, but we look at the people that are occupying the political positions, you will see that you can hardly find a Hausa man among them. And insecurity that is happening, that is ravaging the country, you will see that most of the affected people are the Hausa people. The communities that have been destroyed and people propelled out of their communities, all of them, you see that 99.5% or 99.9% are the Hausa people. So we took a look at it and see that it is because Hausa people have been relegated. That is, in terms of political positions, Hausa people are not given. Even the traditional leadership, you see that Hausa people are excluded. And that really helped in the subjugation of Hausa people and making them into a poverty, gross poverty. So we are now coming out and say that we want Hausa people to lead. If Hausa man is the one that is leading in these states, and somebody that has Hausa consciousness will have to think that it is because the Hausa people are not the ones who are ruling. That is why we are having all this problem of insecurity and so on.
Well, I know you may have heard this question before, but I'm going to put it to you again. Why is it taking this long for this to happen, this conversation?
Sorry?
Why did it take you this long to begin to speak up?
Well, we have been told that we and Fulanis are brothers. That is in religion, and Islam, that is Islamic religion. But later we came to realize that everything that will come for somebody that for development, you see that that thing will directly go to the Fulani side. It will not come to the Hausa people side. That is why. So because of that religion, and maybe they are using the religion as a manipulating tool. So that religion that they are using is the one that made us silent. But now that we are tired of the subjugation that we have no choice than to come out and start speaking out.
Well, you have people who will say, what are you talking about? Hausa Fulani, you people are one. You've intermarried, you live together, and everybody thinks that you're all one and same. So how come this narrative is not the same right now?
Well, actually, we wanted the relationship to keep going. But because of the marginalization that we are seeing against our race, that is why we say we have to speak up. And the talk of saying that Hausa people have intermarried with Fulani, that is why they are now one. No, we are not one. We wanted to be one, but because they are segregating us, so we are no longer ones actually. Because if we are one, Hausa people too supposed to be seen occupying political positions. So it is because to them we are not one. That is why they are not allowing us to even let me take for instance in Kano, my states. You cannot see you can hardly see a government official that is a political appointee that is Hausa. There are Hausas, but they are very, very few. And so with that equity, we need equity, you know, so that our power will be the same. But when maybe in this crisis of let me call it Hausa genocide, because those people are the ones that have upper hands. They have upper hands over us. So they are actually, they are unaliving us so much, as if there is nobody that will come and talk for Hausa people. And all these things that has happened, there is no single person from the north, from all my state that say, oh, this thing is happening to Hausa people. Let us come out and help Hausa people. What some of them are even saying is that people are being treated. But if there is Hausa man that is in a higher political position, he will come and say that no, it is my people that are being affected the most.
All right, so let me ask you.
But nobody talked.
Is former governor, former minister of defense, Rabi Kwankwaso, is he Fulani or is he Hausa?
Rabi Musa Kwankwaso is a Fulani.
He's not Hausa?
And the current, no, it's not Hausa. It's Fulani. It's just that they're saying that a person that is speaking Hausa in North is Hausa. That's what they are saying. And that is what we are fighting against now. Because they are using that to subjugate us. They are using that to subdue us. So we are no longer going to keep quiet and see this is happening in our own land. And nobody is talking. If you look at anybody that is doing a small business or Merua, Okada, you see that it's a Hausa man. But if you see the people who are being sponsored to go to study abroad, you see that they are Fulani. Most of them, 99.5% or 0.9%, you see that they are Fulani. It is because every offer or every opportunity will come from to the federal to the state government, and the state government, what he will do is to disperse that among his cabinets, and his cabinets are Fulani, and they will also disperse it to their families, and those their families are Fulani. So Hausa people will not get anything. The remaining maybe out of 100, if 10 will be dispersed.
I'm sure you might have heard several times where perhaps maybe people down south will say, Hausa people have done this, Hausa people have done that, and then they never get any rebuttal from the Hausa community, only for you to be speaking up now. So many of them actually think that when they say Hausa people have done this or have done this ill, that is actually true. But now you seem to be saying that is not the case.
Yes, actually it's not the case. It's because of what they are saying, anybody that speaks Hausa is Hausa. That's why they are saying that Hausa people do this, Hausa people. But now that we have come out to talk and say that trying to, like, let me say, separate ourselves from them, let us show the world that we are the indigenous Hausa people. And we have the right to come out to say that we need to be given privilege and opportunities the same way it is given to other tribes, that is to Fulani. That's just it.
All right, but I'm sure there are lots of people listening to you saying, what's going on? That they'll be a little surprised at some of the submissions you're making here this morning. But how do people know that this group, this indigenous Hausa group you're speaking about, are not just young people who are exuberant? I mean, is this a cross-board? Because you have Hausa Christians, Hausa Muslims, Fulani Christians, Fulani Muslims. So how are you supposed to manage all of this?
Well, actually, we have elders.
Amongst you?
Yes, we have our intellectual elders, professors among us. We have them. So they are the ones, they guide us. Anything that we will do, which will go out of, let me say, out of hand, they will come us and hold us in order. So, and our Hausas and Christians, we are all the same. We are no longer going to say, this is Hausa, this is Hausa Christian, this is no. We are all the same, and we are trying to achieve the same goal.
So, would you be able to mention some of those elders who are supporting you?
No, actually now I will, it's not now, I will not start mentioning their names and all that, but actually that they are supporting us and they are guiding us. Anything that we will do that will get out of hand, they will call us an order and say this is what we are supposed to do.
All right.
According to the law of the
One more thing before we go. For these forthcoming elections, do you think this agitation, this realignment you're seeking, will the Hausa people be able to go out there and vote? And what have you told them to do when they go to vote?
Well, actually, yes, Hausa people are going out to vote because they are the voters now. We are in the National Bureau of Statistics now. Hausa people are 30% of the Nigerian population. So we are the most populous ethnic group in Nigeria. And in the Northwest, we are the most populous ethnic groups. So we know our people, and they know the situation of the country now, that they have not been represented well as an ethnic entity. They have not been represented well. So we are telling them, and they are going to vote the person that is going to take them into consideration as I talk there. Somebody that is going to, yes, take care of them. Somebody that is going to listen to their cry. That is it.
All right, Jubair Ismail, thank you for talking to us this morning.
Thank you so much, sir. My pleasure.
All right, we're back in a moment, everyone. Stay with us.